Well, I first want to introduce you guys.
Yeah.
You
Sure.
know what I'm saying? So everybody makes noise. Because this is my first time actually using real noise.
A real live audience.
This is, no, I always use like a fake version, but
We actually have people here.
Just like
Yeah,
my
I know.
shows.
There's real
Sound
people
as real
here.
as possible.
Just like my shows. 2 people.
It's like
It's like I'm at home
Yeah.
again.
it's like when I say Winnie, y'all say Drew. Winnie. Drew. Winnie. Oh, welcome back to the podcast. I'm here with
So
Winnie
happy
the
to be
Drew.
here.
I would lose my job so quick if you were a DJ.
I just went straight wedding DJ mode. That
was
I just
awesome.
blacked out.
Would have gone straight into Lady Gaga after that.
You're not wrong.
okay. So when I say their name, you guys just do a lot of noise and just vibe. You know what I'm saying? So
Please no
Buddha
one.
potty. Yeah.
Please no one boo.
Do it. Heel mode.
Yeah.
Heel Winnie.
He's got a shame kink.
Oh God. Yeah.
That's
That's crazy.
I knew that was going to come out on this
Podcast. This
I learned
podcast
some
is
crazy
real life.
shit in Europe, man. We were sharing
God.
hotels, man. God,
We keeping this. We keeping this.
This podcast is not safe for work.
Nope.
And
this man out of the red light district immediately. Get this man behind the wheel.
I post 2 clips a day, so if you guys see any viral clip going, it's us, life, that's life. Just look away,
Perfect.
So, but yeah, okay, so let's start. Ready? You guys ready? Yeah. Okay. Today, I have a dope-ass tattoo artist by the name of, who would that be? Winnie the Jroo! AKA Divine Daddy. Hey.
Thank you. Stoked to be back.
Yeah. And another guest, a dope-ass DJ, internationally known, Kyle, AKA Kompany. Let's go.
Not that.
And
I'm gonna sample that.
that would be dope, bro. That would be dope. And to my left, the one with the good hair, the magnificent
I'm almost there.
Kurt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He didn't say my last name because he can't pronounce it. That's how.
What is it?
Good. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Tocci.
It's cool. It's all right. It's all through grade school. That's graduation, and they're just like everyone. And then it's like Kurt.
Kurt T.
Thank you. 6th grade. I've been here 6 years.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to start. I feel like this is a very special episode. You know what I mean? I've never been in the likes of people like this.
Like a threesome?
Yeah.
It'll be a foursome.
When I was younger, things
Well, a
happen.
threesome
right?
with a fourth. Is it?
Whoa,
Is it a party? Is that after
Am I
a threesome?
watching?
It's a party.
Am I not included?
You're providing music.
Whoa, yeah,
Three
that
is
true.
company.
Three's company. Three is company.
I practice this joke all month.
Stupid.
Yeah, welcome back to the Threesome Podcast. Yes, sir. No, but I want to start with, how do you guys know each other? Like, I'm talking about deep. Like, how do you guys know each other?
Do we tell them, guys?
Make sure you have it. You know what I'm saying?
So, I met Kurt through our good friend Tallboy, the bossiest boy around, one with the strongest finger.
Whoa.
Out of context.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Out
yeah.
of context,
Explain
that sounds
explain
crazy.
that. That's crazy.
Cut that clip.
Pause.
Cut that
Whoa,
clip.
yeah.
Ryan, his name's Ryan. For those
His name is
watching,
Ryan,
he
yeah.
gives a very powerful, like when I'm on the phone, it's like, and you're just like, oh, yo, don't. He's
Yeah, he's
Like, if
crazy.
I was
it's
Scoring
either
a
a 1
movie,
minute or like a silence.
And
but
he
it's
did
like,
the finger, it would be like the
yeah.
Or like a.
like Vader, like
So
choke
I,
someone.
with
I
the
met
finger
Winnie.
choke someone with the finger is crazy.
I met Winnie through Ryan, and that's how we became friends.
We met at EDC.
Yes.
Were you guys high?
I
on
certainly
life.
would.
Right to the good stuff. He's wasting no time.
I'm sober from any show, so I'm actually one of the most coherent people, and I still keep up with all these animals.
Hey, me too. Yeah,
You know, it's like
sober
5
lifestyle.
a.m. and they're like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Red Bull and pizza," and then it's just like, "Wow."
Yeah. I was on everything else.
Everything that wasn't Red Bull.
What do you want? Yes.
Yeah, the second I met Drew, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be friends with this guy. And he's just, he attracts the energy that he puts out. And I've known him for 5 years now, 2019.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
And then I met Kyle through Winnie because Winnie met Kyle through.
We met through tattooing.
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah, that's how we meet.
Yeah,
That's how we
social
all
media,
meet now.
really.
Yeah.
Kyle had a show out here. He was performing at DOS, right?
No, it was Saltaire. It was an Excision
No,
show.
the DOS. Excision show at DOS.
Yeah.
At the Saltaire.
Yeah.
He was playing a show out here. And
Performing music.
Yes.
As you do.
Conducting.
I just showed up to look good.
Conducting the bass.
Yeah, so he had come out for a show and seen a comment on Instagram about getting tattooed by me. Someone was like, "You should get tattooed by WinnieTheJroo," and it happened to be someone that I was friends with, and I had seen that they mentioned me in their comment, and so I just commented back because I had been listening to Kyle's music for quite a while, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be awesome! I'd love to tattoo you, but I'm booked out for the year."
I was like,
Damn.
let me see what all the fuss is about. Check the page. Saw
Just
a
playing
bunch-
hard to get.
Yeah. No. I saw it though, and I DM'd him, and I
He
was
knew
like,
what he was doing. He was doing the play. He was doing the play.
You reeled me in. You knew what you're doing. You dirty dog. He had me from
Playing
day
love
one. Eating from the palm of his hands. No, but I remember seeing a super famous piece of his and like DM'd him and like thought it was super cool that, you hit me back really quick and like I offered for him to come out to the show and like I had my sister come out too. She flew out and we all hung out together and he was like, "Why don't you take the day off after and like we'll tattoo you?" And like between hanging out there and like having a fat like 14-hour session on a piece on my forearm, like we just like vibed super hard. Like
Damn.
I left with a crazy like shift in my perspective on life from just like one like sitting with him. And then you can only imagine like, it's crazy because there's been a lot of points in my life where I feel like I'm starting to stagnate like mentally or just like feel fatigue or worn out or just not feeling great. If I come and see Drew or kick it with Drew or bring him out to a show, like fucking skyrocket back up. I come home, I write the dopest music. I take the best care of myself. I fucking,
Biggest boner of emotions.
Yeah, just huge.
Yes,
So much.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I have that effect on people.
Yeah.
What's
They call him Hugh for a reason.
I want to know, like, obviously you guys really like each other, right? But is there something you guys like don't like about each other? Like something like a pet peeve that's like, oh, bro, come on.
I honestly I couldn't.
Exposed.
I'm so like I know Kyle like not nearly as much as I know Drew. Kyle and I are still like hanging out more and more depending
It's
on
like our second time hanging out.
like in long term, like
Yeah.
we've seen each other like at a show or whatever. But as far as like long period of time, this is actually the second longest time that we've hung out and spent time because normally it's when he has a show, so he's doing his thing and it's very brief.
Just
but
say it, man.
I hate everything about it.
You're dragging it way too long, bro. Just say it. Like, just cut it. Cut it.
Starts ripping my appearance. It's like, ears are kind of big.
He's just
bony.
honestly, no.
Honestly.
He's just a terrible person.
I smoked him in Smash Bros.
He did.
Oh.
That was. He did. That
watched
was
it.
it. That was
Yeah.
the in though. That was the in. I came up with this vlog idea, and I wanted to. I heard that he really loved Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. On the Switch. It's like the Brawl. Brawl, right? Or is it Brawl?
Ultimate.
Ultimate, that's right. So
Hell yeah.
he really, like, he talks about it all the time. He plays it with all the other DJs backstage. They have tournaments and stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah? Well, I'll challenge you to Smash Bros. And
Bro
if
bought a
I
head
win-
brand.
I brought a
Brought a
headband.
headband.
It was a whole vlog. And if I beat him in Smash Bros, then I got like to go backstage, VIP, the whole nine at Get Lucky, which is a show that he was playing here in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
And I didn't win. I lost horribly. But I did kill him. I killed him once.
Oh, okay.
I did.
With what character?
Kirby. The easiest character to play with. The easiest character to play
when
with.
like an orca whale is hunting a seal and it'll like play with it a little bit, like knock it out of the water.
Yeah.
Like,
He was Falcon. He smoked me, dude. He absolutely obliterated
did great.
me. But nonetheless, he felt pity for me, and he still let me do the whole thing. And so we raged and we had a good time, and then we ate Lucky Charms. And
I forgot about the Lucky Charms.
Never forget.
Get lucky with Lucky Charms.
What time was this?
This was March.
No, like a time of day.
This
It was over the span of 2 days.
This was a few hours before the show.
Yeah, okay.
Like I flew out, and then we met up before the show, did the thing, and then went to the show.
Sick show.
It was great.
Yeah,
Super
it was
fun.
like the tent outside for Get Lucky, and they had like overpacked it for my set. Like people were like flooding out of the back.
Damn.
Like I have so much love for Salt Lake for some reason. Like I have a really tight knit community out here. Every time I go, like I try and like chill in the crowd out here, especially with Drew. Like I love going out in the crowd with Drew because there will be like equal amount of people coming up to him, and then like he'll like take a picture of me with fans, and like he photobombs every picture I take with fans. Like he's photobombed maybe 200 or 300 photos of mine. Like it's so funny. Like he'll be taking pictures of me with all my fans at Tomorrowland, and every time they get the phone back, they have a selfie of him. Like it's fucking like there's so many I get tagged in. Like Kompany, who's your friend? His fucking pictures in my face, and just Drew like rizzing people up.
But yeah, I mean, I credit obviously Drew over here and Ryan for meeting Kyle, and Kyle's just as dope as Drew. And
Kiss, guy. Chill.
relax.
Why do you think we brought this couch out here, boys?
Is this couch waterproof?
Waterproof? God damn.
Anyway,
Moving on.
solid dudes. Solid fellas, and I honestly like what you were saying. Like, I have more pet peeves with Tall Boy.
I have a lot of pet peeves with Tall Boy. It's the fingers.
That motherfucker. With Ryan, that I could even pretend to make up about Drew. Like I couldn't even make something up because he doesn't get. If it was a flaw, he would be like, "What? I do that on purpose." Like, there's nothing you can like create about Drew that is negative.
It's funny because my only flaws about Drew are like so fucking positive. Like it's like touring with him in Europe and sharing hotel rooms. It's like this fool's up at 7 doing his journaling and meditating and cold showers, and I'm just like fucking outsmoked. That, and when we would share a bed, sometimes the tail would fall over me, and I would be like,
Share a bed.
That's good.
I'm trying to.
How big was the bed?
Okay, Budapest, we shared a bed that was the size
About
of
the size of this couch.
Like an ass to ass.
Dang.
It's like, is that the tail? Or are you happy to see me? Because that thing is long.
Thunder buddies.
Yeah.
What's something you guys have learned from each other that you didn't know anything about before? Starting with Winnie. Let's start with you.
Oh man, dude, I've learned a lot about these two actually in the last couple years. Everything. I'm a very curious person. I ask a lot of questions, and
Yeah.
maybe annoyingly so sometimes. I'm like, dude, what's the worst thing you've ever done?
The way you watch me work on sets is crazy. I've never seen anyone like lock in that hard. Like when I open Record Box and I work on my festival set, Drew will see me go to work on stuff and like tap in and be like, and I'm like,
Ready.
dude, I feel bad. This is going to be annoying. I'm about to play the same edit 90 times. And he's just like, why'd you do that? What are you doing? It's just like fucking awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
See, that's a unique relationship that you have, because when I edit videos, I'm also repeating the same clip,
Yeah,
the same
me
clip
too.
until I trim it. It's the same line. It's
Yeah,
the same
bro.
line. And my friends ask me if I can mute my
Yo, my
phone.
girlfriend is actually
My
over there.
friends ask me if I can turn down my volume.
My girlfriend's over there, bro.
No, don't twist it. I edit things, and they're like,
Oh,
"Can you stop?"
bro, I'd be up at 2 a.m. just like loud as shit. My girl was like, please shut the fuck up. And I'm like,
Playing Warzone.
I'm trying to make it.
I'm doing this for us, babe.
But yeah, sorry to cut you off.
No.
Damn.
I've learned so much. You know, I've learned a lot about music, a lot about content creation, and a lot about life. You know, just like even today, which is why I want. Actually, a big reason why I asked these two to come speak was not only like I just love them both; they're awesome friends, and I just was a great excuse to get them to come and hang out with me. Actually, that's the thing I don't like about them. They live in California.
Yeah, that's a flaw. That's a flaw.
Yeah, and I like to like hang out with them both, but they live very far away. So this is a great way to bring them here. And not only would it be great for everybody who attended today, but also I wanted to learn from them too. I took a lot of notes from both of their presentations, and I always derive a lot of knowledge and value just from spending any kind of time with these two.
That's dope. What about you, Kyle?
Man, I've learned so much like watching someone with like work ethic like this, like, and how much that's affected me. And just, I've learned a lot about energy and how contagious it can be and like the impact it can have on someone. And like, I learned a lot about friendship. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. No, like as fucked up and like touchy as this sounds, like touring full time for my job, like I have so many friends, but like acquaintances, you know, people I don't like connect with that well. And like, I've struggled to like hold down like one friend group for a really long time. And Drew's like the first friend I made in so long that I felt like I could call my best friend, you know, and like being able to like take him on the road with me and like go everywhere. And I just like feel more confident around him. And like, I have more fun. I'm more social. Like he just brings out like good aspects of myself. So like, I like having him around. I like to tour with him and shit.
Hell yeah.
So whenever I can come and visit and shit, and like I come to Salt Lake whenever I have time off, like it's fucking dope.
Way dope.
Okay, what about Kurt? Yo, that stopped so quick.
We don't. It hasn't got there yet. It's just Smash Bros. Surface level. That's all it is. That's all it is. We're just
surface level.
that's
Not
it.
too bad.
We're on video game terms as of right now. No, I think you know it's the same. The same thing that I have with Drew that I experienced with Kyle, at least, is like it's not necessarily Drew's work ethic, because I don't see that as often, not being in the same state, right? But what sticks with me the most about Drew is anytime, not even just myself, but anyone here, anyone I see him interact with at a show, a stranger or someone he does know, it's Drew is 100% Drew through and through. And through Drew. And he treats everyone with that same respect and love and that energy. And I have that same moral like compass of how to treat people, whether I know them or not. And I relate with that. And that's why we vibe so well. And then meeting Kyle, a little more reserved than Drew, but nonetheless the same person as far as how you treat someone. Yes. And I think that's what has stuck with me between both of them. And that's why that's why we are the way we are. And that's why they're so close, is because they're, you know, exactly alike in that way, but very different, obviously. Polar opposites. Same, but different. Outside different, inside same. Yeah.
Make some noise for this friendship right here. Oh my goodness. Woo!
So,
right here.
Yeah, I would say, I would for sure say it's that energy, that just the lifestyle. Yeah. And that's what I've taken from Drew the most, is like what I get from him is like, man, like I should really go that extra mile and treat people like that. Like that. I go that extra, put that extra energy in to like leave them with that impression of like, wow, that dude was really cool. I'm like, yeah, it's probably because of all his tattoos.
Yeah.
I could give you some.
Pass, respectfully.
He doesn't want Drew to
like
tattoo
you, but you're
him.
not like
I can't pull this Disney ass face. You can imagine.
Just straight
Yo,
to
that would
face
be
tat.
different, though.
I would be an entirely
It
different
just says
person.
Winnie on your eyebrow. That'd be tight. That'd be tight.
So
He put a face tat on me like a
stencil.
like a fake
stencil for like a post. Like,
What'd you think? What'd you think?
Step. He was like, you gotta be careful, man. I'm gonna put this stencil on for the video, but you're not gonna want to take it off. I was like, I want to take this off. Get the fuck off of me. And then I didn't realize for the next 30 minutes he was like, just like scrubbing my eye.
Whoa, that didn't look different, but
I mean,
how important do you guys think having a good group of people around you is?
Especially today.
Yeah, especially
very
today.
important. It's also harder today. Like nowadays, I feel everyone is in their own lane, which is fine to a certain extent, but I think people have lost balance.
Yes.
People have lost balance back in the day, man.
In the
when-
1900s.
when the phone was hanging on the wall and you got a call and it's like, we want to go bowling tonight, 8 p.m. You were there.
Yes.
You weren't, there was no flaking. There was no, I got other plans. You were there with your friends. And I think that has lost sight because it's so easy to say no nowadays. So as far as friends, not only supporting each other, but like showing up for everyone is the real ones show up. The real ones will show up.
Yes.
And the ones who don't will come and go. And that's just, so I focus on the ones who arrive and bring me. And then simultaneously let me, invite me. So I'm.
I almost sent a body double here.
You should have. Because of the speech.
They call me, I need to I'm like the Kmart version of Machine Gun Kelly, so I need to find the 99-cent version of Machine Gun Kelly.
Check a thrift store.
Thrift store Kelly.
Wish list Kelly.
Thrift store company.
Wish list comp.
Sheen, for sure.
Yeah, it's super important, and I knew in asking these two to come out, and I could have asked anyone in the world, and I knew that what Kyle and Kurt would be able to bring to this space was super special.
Ooh, double.
And I sampled.
I feel like that's true because you could have legitimately asked the Jazz Bear.
Yeah.
He's like friends with the Jazz Bear.
He would have been dope.
But he
And we're
doesn't talk.
here.
He doesn't talk. He would have just.
It doesn't mean you still could have got him.
He's just chilling here, bro.
Even him being silent on a podcast the whole
Oh,
time.
that would have been lit. Oh my
I
god.
almost didn't talk. I'm about to throw up.
That's true. Kyle was,
He was
like
so
very
nervous.
nervous
I
about
hate
that,
talking,
which is crazy because you play for thousands
Yeah,
and thousands of people.
that's
Like
crazy.
I've gone up on stage with Kyle before at at these festivals like Perugaville and Tomorrowland and like just all these shows, Thunderdome, and there are just tens of thousands of people.
Wow.
And I get up there, I'm like, oh my God, just to like take a video on his phone. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is crazy.
It's like
He's up there he's on like the ledge and he's doing this. There's fire.
It's
And he-
like one amalgamation of people. Like it's not like multiple people. It's like the crowd is an entity. Like I'm there to appease it. But speaking of Perukaville, me and him went tandem bungee jumping off of a bootleg ass crane.
Oh shit.
It was so
Dude,
sketchy
I almost
on my
passed out
birthday.
then too from
Oh
the
my-
blood circulation. He was like, "It's my birthday and I want to do that," and I was like, "Fucker!" Of course.
He was like, fuck.
I was like gonna say that. I didn't want to interject during your speech, but you were talking about skydiving and how you like to chase that shit. And like the second he saw this sketchiest crane just like going up, like, and people just jumping off of it, he's like, "We're gonna do that." It's like I hope he forgets, and he did not forget.
What you just explained is Drew in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's just seeing something and be like, yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah, the video is so funny because they counted 3 and I just like yeeted us off the side. I didn't give him a chance.
There was a very high chance that we were not going to make it out alive from that
Oh
thing. It
my
was
God.
so
They were
rickety.
checking the
That's
weight
crazy.
limit. They were like,
It should be fine.
Wait, both of you at the
Close
same
enough.
time?
"No English."
Yeah,
They're like,
tandem, like together.
Both.
Yeah, both of us.
Oh fuck my.
So we're just like
God damn.
standing-
"No, we were hugging."
Yeah, we were just
Okay, front. Okay, front.
Yeah.
Okay.
dick to dick, just fucking.
Okay, dick to dick. Okay, good.
It's so great. Oh, yeah, that was a good
We'll,
time. That was a good birthday.
we'll stitch in the video of that. I'll
Oh
send
yeah,
it to you.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
that was
that's
a good
fucking
birthday. We
dope.
went from Perukaville in Germany
Ooh.
and then
Eindhoven.
to Eindhoven in the Netherlands.
I had 2 shows in one day,
Yeah,
so
2
we had to
shows.
drive like
Yeah.
4 hours. This fool can knock out anywhere, anytime. Like
True.
it is honestly,
That's a talent, bro.
it's
It is my number one
unreal.
skill.
Dude, it's unreal.
Damn.
We'll be watching TV or on a train or a plane or any 10-minute car ride, and he's just like, it's actually like
Is he a snorter?
no,
Whoa.
no, you don't
that's
snore. Rare.
Damn, that's good, bro.
The senpai,
If he does, I tug
doesn't.
the tail.
Oh yeah, just push him a little bit.
And I sleep
Yeah.
so peacefully, and I don't know why. And this really is my number one gift. I sleep so quick. I sleep so good, and I wake up like a Disney princess. I just wake up and like the birds are flying. I'm like just smiling, and like if ever there's anyone around when I'm waking up, you know, they hate it. Well, extracurricular friend will sleep over. Just, what are you so happy about?
And you're like, life. 7 a.m. is the usual morning lineup. This tattooed ass dude sweeping his house with his long ass Rapunzel hair. Damn, I need to do a Winnie the Drew parody video as Rapunzel.
Oh, you should, bro. That'd be good.
Tatpunzel.
That'd be good.
Tatpunzel.
Yes.
That'd be
My
good.
tail is just 40 feet long.
I'm dead. Yep, that's happening.
Fuck.
That's
How do
going
you?
down.
So Kurt here is the originator of all of us, probably, because he's the original content creator,
Father?
right?
Daddy.
Daddy.
Uppies.
Where have you been all this time?
So we were talking in the.
I was getting milk. Sorry.
Oh, damn, that got deep.
Come on.
We were in the green room. We were talking about how because of you guys, content creators, you know, there's a lot of things being built nowadays, right?
Sure.
How important do you think content was for your career?
It was definitely something more recently. You know, I used to be able to, the era where my music kind of like quote unquote blew up was like what I like to call the SoundCloud era.
Oh,
where like
yeah, that's
SoundCloud isn't
legendary.
as poppin' anymore. It got kind of killed by like people building these repost networks where like you pay someone and all the accounts under this network will repost your songs. And it kind of just made everything like the quality got weird and like you were just getting reposted a bunch of stuff that people had paid for. It got like pay to win kind of.
Yeah.
So like I used to be able to throw a remix onto SoundCloud and overnight get like 250,000 plays and like a bunch of followers. And like now that all kind of just goes to like, now it's all about Spotify and playlisting.
Yeah.
And
I hate to
TikTok
ruin the
and
magic.
stuff.
For everyone. I don't know if anyone knows. Do we know the song A, B, C, D, E, F, U, and your mom and your sister?
was-
Right? That whole song was a plant.
Yeah.
Like the comment, how it went viral is she replied with a video to a comment. It's like, you should make a song about the alphabet. That was someone on the record label who left that comment strategically for her to make a video to do the song with that. So it seemed like she
doesn't
was
surprise me.
replying
Yeah,
to
it
a comment
doesn't,
and the
yeah.
song blows up because it's like, oh wow, she made a video or a song from the
Yeah.
alphabet. Crazy. And that makes me think about so many things on so many levels. Exactly
Well,
what you're saying.
Russ was talking about how if you want a number one, you could probably get it with $50,000 nowadays, and it's scary because it's like, oh, people can fake it. You know, that's a scary thing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a trip for sure. It's
Yeah.
definitely, you know, something that takes a lot of adjusting from my end because I used to, you know, be able to just focus on making the best music that excited me the most and it resonated with people a certain way and it got me, you know, results that just felt like supernatural. And now I feel like it's social media first, music is secondary. Like I need to put all the
damn.
effort I would have done creatively into like writing stuff I'm excited about to like make something look cool on social media and like be perceived a certain way. And like I've gone through periods of this where like I feel like none of the DJs or peers I'm with like want to show anything except for their wins. So I loved over quarantine breaking it down how depressed I got and how I hit rock bottom and had to like start this journey with fitness and like working on myself and like how much that resonated with people and how much I was able to connect with people like that. I noticed like that shit hit the algorithm harder than any of my music did. So like there's a lot of different ways that it's like beneficial and not beneficial, but like at the end of the day, it's like as long as I can authentically connect with the people that like appreciate what I do and like support me and allow me to have like my dream job, like I'm happy no matter what.
Yeah.
I think I would challenge what you said. It's not how has social media or how have they used social media or whatnot. I think it's the opposite. Both of you have succeeded and created full careers before social media.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've been doing this 8+ years. You've been tattooing since, you know, however longer before you actually got yourself established. But nonetheless, you aren't here because of social media. Yeah. You aren't here because of social media. I'm here because of social media.
But you have a talent too, though. You have a talent.
I'm not discrediting the talent. I'm not discrediting the talent, but I'm saying you've done it on your own right.
Yep.
And you don't need it. You're still going to get booked to play regardless if your TikTok blows up.
Yes.
And you're still going to get booked to tattoo, you know, legends because you're good at what you do. And
But the adaptation is what led him.
Yes.
And
yeah,
himself
sure,
to that
sure.
next
No,
level.
you exploited it.
Yeah.
And
And it's it's like anything else. What social media is, it's a beautiful tool.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
for example, take a different tool, a hammer. You know, you can build with a hammer. It can do so much good. You could, you know, this building was probably put together with a hammer because it's old as fuck. but a hammer can also be damaging.
Yes.
You know, in the wrong hands, a hammer can be a weapon for bad.
It could conduct lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen a few movies. This guy Thor, he's like,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
why
I
that's
see that
funny.
one too. Yeah,
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I was like,
what movies are you watching? But that's what social media is. It's like Thor's hammer. In the right hands,
yeah.
you know,
If you're worthy enough,
if you're
man.
worthy enough, it can make magic, and it can, you know, it can be a really positive tool. You know, before social media, I was doing good. I was getting good at tattooing. I still had the fire in me and the dedication to stick to my path and to put in the work to get really good at this. But it gave me the ability to share what I was doing with the world and to show people what I was doing and to showcase not only like my work, but also myself and who I am.
Yeah.
And, you know, before I got on Instagram, and it was crazy because I was really scared actually to make videos, take
Aren't
pictures.
we all? I
like,
feel like we're all so scared.
yeah,
and
dude. It's
stupid.
really intimidating, like
So-
being in front of people. Like, I remember the first video I made, I was like, oh, I feel so stupid. I got a corny ass laugh. My voice is super dumb, whatever. Like, I just don't, I know I need to make videos. I don't know what to make a video about. What do you guys want to see? And like, I got a good response. And now I've gone from, you know, before I was on socials, I would book myself out like a month, 2 months, you know, 3 months was crazy. It's unheard of. Right. And it was like, I was charging a certain, you know, price for my tattoos. But after I've learned to use this tool effectively, I've been able to not only like use the branding that I put in place before to market myself, to, you know, let people know who I am and what I do, but I've also been able to book myself out further, raise
Yeah.
my prices, connect with more people. You know, that's how we met.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, you know, I was booking at like a price way down here, like a month or two at a time, to now I have a price way up here, and I open my books for 24 hours.
That's
and book my
crazy.
whole year out, which it changed everything, you know,
Yeah.
because I learned to use it in the right way. I learned this tool and how it could benefit me, but more importantly, how I could benefit others from this tool.
Yeah.
I don't even have books to open. I have no books.
Well, I think it's
Bookless.
I think it's such a parallel thing, right? Like you guys had already a business, and content just like, what's the word you said?
Amplified.
No, you said a word that was really good.
It amplified or yeah.
No, at the beginning. Remember when you were like, damn.
exploited.
that-
He exploited.
No, the other one. Catapult.
Catapult,
Yes, that was a good
catapult.
word.
Did
That
the
was a- I'm gonna
catapult
put that in my
there?
Catapult,
dictionary.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fired off a little cat pun in there.
It's a catapult. Catapult. Meow.
Bro loves cats.
I know.
Yeah.
Meow. Cats.
made him-
Hey, one of the most viewed videos online is a cat video. Okay, we all know the
Always-
piano
Yeah, we
cat.
know, yes.
We all know the
That
piano
was a
cat.
good one.
Dun, 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 dun. We've all seen it. All right.
But because of that, the business, you know, social media was able to catapult your business. He could do the same thing. He has the
I could be a
attention.
DJ.
Yeah.
tattoo.
I could tattoo.
As long as-
Kurt did tattoo me.
I
actually.
did tattoo
did?
Drew. I
Yeah.
did a tattoo.
What
on
did you
Drew.
tattoo on?
I think the coolest thing Drew said was, "I'm one of the only civilians." I'm one of the only civilians. That's how he described it. He's like, "You're the only one of the only few civilians who've
My
tattooed me."
my friend Kurt,
And-
he's a civilian.
A civilian. And because he tattooed me, and I in that moment he's like, "And now you're gonna tattoo me," and I'm like, "What? No." And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And his words verbatim, he's like, just dip it and rip it.
that your shtick?
What?
All it takes.
What do you mean?
dip it.
The entirety of your apprenticeship.
That was
Dip it and rip it, bro.
I'm like,
Pay up.
dip, okay. And I'm like, am I pressing too hard? And he's like, no, harder.
Whoa.
Yeah. Drew's tolerant. He's tolerant. So I did a little
shame
smiley
king.
face.
You like that pain.
He's
That's
got a little
shame king.
smiley
Yeah.
face.
That's
Your
shame king.
tattoo's like an angel.
Really?
I've sat for like what I've done like 16 or 17 hour sessions with him
Sheesh.
before.
Do you guys-
like something crazy?
Do you
on
guys
this
ever
one.
get do you guys keep talking, or is there like a dry moment? Because 15 hours, that's crazy.
Well, we'll have breaks in there.
Yeah,
Ah,
there's
okay.
there's a lot of breaks, and like there's moments where we just like watch anime or stand up or you know, we just chill, listen to music, but it's never dry.
Ooh. What's been the longest tattoo you've ever done?
22 hours.
22 hours.
Is that in one sitting?
Was that on the
Shot
back?
up in one
Your
day?
butt, dude. God damn.
Oh, not on my own body.
No, your butt. Like that.
Oh,
that
my
hurt.
butt. Nah, I got that thick fucking, I got that cake, bro.
I got a wagon wheel.
Shit.
You did post that picture. That was crazy. It went crazy, bro.
Y'all seen? Yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
It was
In one
crazy.
day?
That's
Didn't-
insane.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then we went to a Tech 9 concert right after.
What a weird turn.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It was my client's just like barely able to. He's like, do you want to go see Tech 9? I was like, fuck yeah.
What have you ever done a really long set?
Yeah, I'd have to think back, like back when I would just like go rip to after parties and they would have decks there and I was just on one. I was like, I'll play. Just keep playing. I used to love just going to parties and playing or just like, you know, playing as long as I could if I got a chance at like, you know, there's this festival, Lost Lands. They'll do like pre-parties there where like they open the decks up and like all the DJs go back to back for like a long time. So like I've done some of those where like it's back to backs with all my friends or like, yeah, I've done like probably like 4 or 5 hour sets. Nothing longer than that though.
Damn. Now that you guys are at a level that it's like, man, you guys reach success. You know, you guys are in a good place. What keeps you up at night? What's the purpose now? Because a lot of people feel like they're gonna get there and it's done, but there's another day that you have to wake up after you do accomplish your dreams.
It's never done. It's just not. There's no amount of done.
Yes.
Like, I mean, look at any celebrity that has all the money in the world. They're still facing regular problems. They're still facing, you know, life issues and all the money in the world. No, your success is divine. At least for myself, your success is defined by what you define as success, right? And then even then, there will always be something new that you want to succeed within that success.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It's like success inception.
Well, they say
Succession.
They say it's.
I'm not trying to be deep. I'm just saying that like there's always more. There's always more to achieve. And
they say success is like a mountain that you get to, and when you get to that top of the mountain, then you see there's a bunch of mountains. You're like, oh, I want to climb that mountain.
I think it becomes easier, quote unquote, once you're in the routine of where you want to be, as opposed to the initial climb to get where you want to be.
Yeah.
But once you are where you originally wanted to be, you're like, okay, now we can have fun. And like, then now everything's set in motion. At least for myself, you find a routine and it just becomes easy. Like I don't do it for work. It doesn't feel like work. I do it for fun. And I wake up every morning and I'm like, my job is an absolute joke. I dance around my apartment wearing wigs. What am I doing? Like, this is insane. It's laughable that it's crazy that you can monetize content and to be creative and exploit that, whether you're already making content about, you know, your actual art, and even being able to monetize that is nuts. It's just layers and layers. So to be able to do that to me is still, I wake up and like my life is wild to be able to do that. So super grateful, but like it's always what's next in my
and it helps to have the perspective, like because you know, in relation to your example, when you make it to the peak of one mountain. And you look out and you see, oh my God, that mountain over there looks amazing. I want to go hike that one.
Shiny.
You can, because you have the vantage point, you can see where you need to go. You can see the trail from above.
Yeah.
When you're down in the valleys, you can't see how to get there, right?
Yeah.
You can't see like, oh fuck, which one of these trails do I take? And you know, it's hard. But once you get to this peak, you have the vantage point to see, oh, I can go down here and go back up. That doesn't mean that it's not going to be hard to go all the way back down to the trenches, down in the valley, and climb all the way back up. That is still going to take work, but at least you have the perspective and knowledge of how to get there, right?
And you know the process. You're familiar with the process because, I just went on a hike. You know, we went to a volcano. That shit was fucking hard. I haven't worked out or been in the gym for 2 years. And my girl wanted to go, and I was like, fuck, okay, let's go. And I start, bro, I was dying. But my mind was like, I didn't think about me going through it. I thought about how good it's gonna feel when I get there. And that's what kept me going. Fuck the hurt, the pain, the struggle. It doesn't matter, because what matters is that final fucking sit when you're just like, I fucking did it. You know what I mean? But then 20 minutes after we got there, we had to do it again to go to a fucking volcano. And I was like, bro, if I don't go to a volcano, I'm gonna hate myself tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I could have just stopped. I could have just been chilling at the summit, but I was like, oh, that volcano looks dope. You know what I mean? So I had to do the same shit again. Did it again, struggled again, but I kept thinking how beautiful it's gonna feel when I get to the top again. You know what I mean?
And we were talking about this earlier, you know, and people watching this, you're looking at us presented by yourself, right? Yeah. You're looking at us presented at face value. You might not know who I am. You might not have seen one of my videos. You might not know who Drew is. You might not know who Kyle is. And that's like the entire point, is that even though we've created this, you know, this success, quote unquote, it doesn't mean like anything, kind of. It just doesn't. Like, to a certain extent, it doesn't mean, it only means so much. And I think at that point, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, we continue to do this just because we're in it, right? Yeah. But no one out there watching has seen where I have come from. They haven't seen that path to the top, right? They're only seeing if someone finds my page tomorrow for the first time ever, and they're like, wow, this guy, he had everything handed to him. Yeah. Like, when they see you playing at EDC, they're like, he probably knows someone in the music industry. So true. You know what I mean? Like,
did some favors.
He probably did some favors. Yeah. And so people, I think that's one of the things, is like, people don't realize, like, when I sit here and I'm like, yo, I grinded for 10 plus years to even just make a dent. And then something happened and you can get that viral video. Yeah. But that still doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you have to make another one.
You have to follow it up and follow it up with another tattoo and another great banger. And if you do not continue to outdo yourself, you will be like, you'll just fall into into irrelevancy, especially today. Yeah. People forget, like, in a week, they're like, oh yeah, I forgot about him, you know?
Well, as I was listening, I think it was you, we were talking about success, and it hit me, and I wrote it down, because it's funny how every single one of you guys could be very successful if you did exactly what they did. But that's not easy, right? And then it hit me, and I just made a quote that said, success is not a destination, it's an opportunity. Right? Because we all think, when we get there. No, it's, what do I have to do to get there? You know what I mean? So you all have an opportunity. Today, by coming here, that's an opportunity. You learn more. Tomorrow, you're gonna have another opportunity. It's either you choose to give up or to keep going. Because I bet a lot of you guys, myself as well, we've had that moment where it's like, fuck, do I really wanna keep going? But something like, just turns, and it's like, I don't know if it's pain sometimes, because I've turned, like you said, anger. You can turn anger into success. You can turn struggle into success. You can turn pain into success. You can turn embarrassment. You can turn anything, because everything is energy.
If you're doing what you love, you've already succeeded.
Ooh, yeah.
There's no monetary value. There's no monetary value behind that. Yeah. That's dead ass. There's no, you do not put a price on
chills.
What you think. They're multiplying. Don't put a price on success. You want a sound clip? Here's a sound clip. Don't put a price on success. Okay, your success is defined by what you believe it is, and if you're doing what you love in the most non-cliche way of saying, you're already succeeding. You're already winning. Do you have to have a side job to support that success? Sure.
Yeah.
Does America suck right now because everything is so expensive and the cost of living is insane? Yes. But are you doing what you love every single day? That's a win to me. If I get to do that, I find success in that. That's me. Yeah. That's my opinion.
Big respect for that.
That's fucking beautiful, bro.
But yeah, success is elusive. Like,
it is.
Like, I don't know any of my peers that are ever waking up one day like, I did it. Like, I got where I wanted to get. They're always I really want to bump up venues. I want these new visuals. I want more SFX. I want to, be headlining this stage. I want to sell out these markets, and like I have to tap into gratitude a lot because I'll compare myself to where I want to be or to my peers who have had a really successful past couple of months, and it can be really toxic, but it's also something that really drives me.
Yeah.
So being able to tap back in and be like if I'm having a day where I'm like, man, I should be 2 hours later on this time slot. Like I deserve a night slot. I want to like bitch slap myself.
Yeah.
Like 5 years from 5 years ago would be like, you're on a stage, like playing music for people, like to that size of a crowd. Like, dude, you should be fucking grateful. Like I would kill for that. And like being able to like remind myself of how incredible my job is, and like being able to, he sent me a gratitude journal that like changed my life. Cause every day I write like one small thing I'm really grateful for, like that. And when I'm having one of those moments or conflicts or like any internal struggle, and I go back and read some shit I wrote before, I'm like, I can reconnect. You know?
I can relate to that, like big time. I don't do gratitude journals. I'm not like a writer, but I like to reply to like comments. That's like my gratitude journal, right? And I think a lot of content creators out there don't do that. They don't,
It's
especially
fun.
the
Hate
quote
from
unquote,
Brazil.
especially hate from Brazil. Yeah, it's like.
got phones?
Especially the bigger content creators, right? Like you got these content creators out there with 20 million, 15 million TikTok followers, whatever. I could have 100 million followers and you'll still find me in the comments replying to those people who are going out of their way to watch my shit.
Yes.
Okay, when they can watch any other content creator, right? Like, but to not even just to watch it, but to leave any form of a comment. So like when I reply to people and they're like so shocked, they're like, "Oh my God, you noticed me!" Like, and I'm like, I am just a person, just like you. I'm here because of you, and because of everyone who continues to do this. So like to not recognize that, I'll reply to DMs like stranger, not stranger, my mom, who mostly my mom. I will reply to DMs because I feel that need to reciprocate that appreciation for those people who have supported me in the smallest of contexts, like a comment, a simple comment, a simple share, a simple tag, whatever.
Yeah, you're good at that.
To me, I try to, and it's fun because I get to know these people. And over a few years, there's some people who comment continually, and I'm like friends with them now.
Damn.
Never met them in person.
Gotta only acknowledge the haters.
Only the haters. Only the
Challenge
haters.
them.
I only
There's a
challenge.
pin.
I should
Drop a
hate
pin. Just a coliseum. Like
I'll follow them. Everyone who leaves me a mean comment, I just follow
it's
them.
so funny. The typical format for EDM is like someone will shit on one of our songs and we'll like comment back like, dude, what the fuck? Like that's lame. And they'll be like, didn't think you'd see this huge fan. I was joking. Like, I was like,
That's
that's what I thought.
Yes.
I would like to touch on the thing you said about like thinking of yourself when you're younger, right? I was talking to Winnie in the last episode, and if everybody really thinks about it, we are all time travelers, right? You're looking at your younger self every single day and how you fucked up, right? What do you think your older self is doing right now? It's looking at you do every single step you make, every decision you make, he's looking at it. So if we are ungrateful, it's like, do you think our divine older person is ungrateful? No, he's grateful because he got what I want right now. You know what I mean? And so it's beautiful to go back in time and look at yourself, but at the same time, look at your future self. It's like, how does he feel? You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that, like you're saying, I think that both of your future selves are very grateful for the work that you put in, you know, and the impact that you make. You know, like you were saying, it's not how, you know, it's not what you do. People aren't going to remember what you do or what you say, but they're going to remember how you make them feel.
Exactly.
And it makes people feel really good when they see you commenting back, you know, and it's awesome. I've seen your comments. I'll be watching your videos and I'll see the comments you're making back to people. I'm like, that's my dog, you know, and I'll see.
I love getting witty. I love getting witty with people, especially when they leave.
It makes them feel
and,
special, dude.
Yeah,
and
I mean, and it like they should feel like. I just want people to feel on the same level as me.
Yeah.
Like
and that's and that's why I appreciate like when I meet other artists, right? Like whether we're backstage in the green room or whatever, and I've met some people like Ghastly. What a cool guy. Like shout out, bro. He's awesome. Or Atlians. Like you get to see these real people, right? Like they have these massive platforms. And if I was in the crowd, I was watching Kyle, I'm like, this dude is insane. But then you meet him backstage. You're like, oh, this guy's like really like what a cool guy.
Real
Like,
dude. I've
he's
seen him.
Actually,
I've seen
a
him.
human. Like,
Dude, I've seen Kyle meet his fans. Like one of my favorite things to do when I go on tour, or like go to one of his shows, is to go into the crowd with him and see people lose their.
oh yeah,
absolute
you
shit.
said this, yeah,
Dude,
When
and they freak out. And like when we were I went on his headline tour in Colorado with him a couple of weeks ago, and we were in the crowd, and he's like, I'm gonna go buy one of my own pashminas. And this is not a story that he would tell. He's too humble. I will tell this. He's like, I'm gonna go buy one of my own pashminas from the merch booth and give it to one of my fans. And he did that multiple times, and like people would like freak out, and they're so happy, and he's just himself. He's so friendly with everybody, and it's very humbling. And you know, it's so beautiful to see that, and to see the impact that it makes on people. When you see, you know, someone that you look up to, and they're just the coolest normal dude, you know.
It makes me sad when people are scared to say hi to me.
Oh,
I try to like
I tell people
try to
that's why
have a really welcoming aura, but then there's always been people that I'm scared to meet too, you know.
Yeah.
And like
Shaq.
You don't want to be disrespectful. You
when
don't
we
want to.
met Shaq,
Oh, dude,
Really?
I have a really cool story.
Oh,
it's such a
that's
funny
fucking
story.
dope.
Dude, this one's awesome.
Shaq Diesel.
DJ Diesel, bro. So we were at Tomorrowland in Belgium, and they have this backstage area for all of the artists called the Artist Village. And I'm sitting back there, and we're just eating Belgian waffles and ice cream. So fire.
As you do.
So good.
As
Yeah,
you do
in Belgium.
In Belgium.
when in
And
stupid
work on
But
that
in
one.
Belgium.
Work on that one.
Eat,
When in
eat Belgian waffles.
we'll cut that one.
No, we keep it in, bro.
So we're in this artist village, and there's probably like 50 people back there, like a couple DJs, like just the producers, people that were at the festival, whatever. And then Shaq shows up, and he's 14 feet taller than everyone.
Fuck,
Mind
dude.
you, I'm a nobody at Tomorrowland. Like bass festivals and festivals in America, like I know a bunch of people, but I'm there and it's just like, oh, Tiesto. Oh, David Guetta. Oh, like giant hardstyle DJ. I don't know.
And I
they're
only know
all
bass artists.
frothing over Shaq. It's crazy.
Yeah, and so it's crazy. He shows up with like an entourage of like 20 people,
God.
and everyone just flocks to him. Everyone swarms him, and I'm a huge fangirl. I'm like, "There's Shaq, bro! Let's go fucking say hi!"
out. I'm
I
like,
freak the
no.
fuck out. I'm like, "Dude, look at him! He's a monster!" And I'm like wanting to go say hi. I'm very extroverted and outgoing. I want to talk to everybody. I'm like, I need to go say hi to Shaq. I want to touch him.
Assault him.
I want to go fight him in a mosh pit. And Kyle's like, no. And I'm like, dude, you have a couple songs with him. Like, let's go say hi. You should be buddies, right? He's like, well,
There's like
like,
so many people like lined up to meet him.
yeah. And he was like, there's just too many people. I don't want to like bother him. Like everyone's already swarming him. Like, let's just let him eat. And so I'm facing this way. Kyle's across the table facing me this way. Shaq is behind him, right? And I'm watching this swarm of people like attack Shaq, and he's like Sauron, just working his way through the crowd of people. And he sees the back of Kyle's head, and Kyle was like, "Oh, he won't know me. Like it's okay. Like I don't want to say." And Shaq like leans over, and he's like, "Hey, yo, Kyle."
No.
Yeah, and I'm like,
My
Bro.
stomach dropped. I just heard Kyle.
yeah, I was like, I go, he just said your name.
Holy
And
shit,
Kyle,
bro.
Kyle's face is like,
God.
Shaq
he's like,
dapping me up was like shaking hands with a cinder block. It was like
he's huge,
it was
bro.
literally scary. But he comes up and he goes, "How's Sophie?" and asks
his
about
dog.
my
What?
dog. Yeah,
Bro.
so like
It was so
he's
cool.
super active
He's
in
tapped
dubstep.
in.
Yeah, he's like a fan of mine, but he like loves dubstep and he's active on Twitter. But I always thought it was like a manager or like someone else, and
Yeah.
he came up and was like, "How's Sophie?" and started asking me about shit I've been tweeting about. I was like, "That's really Shaq."
Is he
running
a
that
DJ
shit.
as well?
Yeah,
Is he
DJ Diesel. Yeah.
That's
He
fucking
throws
He
down.
throws
Shaq
dubstep.
throws
shit. He
down.
loves
Throws the fuck
dubstep, bro.
down.
He loves it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was really humbling to see someone that I fangirl the fuck out over.
He
Kyle.
remembered him at Lost Lands too. We saw
You're
him
like,
again, and he was like, "This is my dog right here."
Yeah, he
I
did.
slept with him in the
Drew's
same
hard,
bed.
Drew's hard to forget. Like,
Yeah.
he's someone's gonna see Drew and be like, "Oh, yeah."
He's a unicorn,
Yeah,
bro.
dude, he had
the
a-
unicorn.
He had a video, and he's recording a video, and he like gets me in his selfie. He's like, is my favorite fucking guy right here. And I was like,
That's a pretty good Shaq impression.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've been practicing. I learned from Kurt.
Where's my mosh pit?
Where's my mosh pit? Protect my ladies.
At Lost Lands, the fucking CDJs broke for a second. He goes on the mic and goes, "My dick hit the mixer."
Crazy.
Yes.
That's fucking funny, bro.
It was-
I watched that.
Sorry,
I watched
my
that
dick hit the
clip.
mixer.
So funny.
Like, damn, Shaq is out here, dude.
He
Bro.
is, dude. And it's
like
cool because
Drake.
like the way that Shaq made me feel and Kyle feel, it's cool because I know that like we also have that effect on people. You know, people look at us in that light, and it's cool, you know, when you find out that, you know, I'm just another kid on the playground, that you're just another kid on the playground, that we're all just, like Kurt said, we're all just a regular dude. And it's cool when we get to come here and share our stories like this and share the hardships too, you know, because like you were saying, people only see the highlights, you know, like when you're on your path to success and you make it to the top of the mountain, you take that selfie on the top of the peak, get the sunset in the back, it's beautiful, you post that. You know,
What they don't
post you in the
see-
trenches like,
Yeah, bro.
Dude, what they
Fucking
don't
die.
see, what they don't see is the 10 plus retakes of that selfie.
Yeah.
They see just the greatest selfie that you've taken.
yeah.
And
And so
they-
it's cool to show people that and show people the struggle. And like
Yeah.
a big part of, you know, what we all talked about today is like the struggles that make us relatable, like the hardships, the sad times, the tough times. And
It's like I've been there. Like I've literally been in the point where I can't pay my bills, and I had to resort to, you know, 2-3 jobs to like get there.
I thought you were
know what
going
I
somewhere.
thought you were
with
gonna say
that.
I had to resort to robbing people.
You know,
guy.
I was out
had
there.
to start selling
guy.
my body.
The result
You've
of
been
hand
swinging those things
stuff.
at me all night.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
Cut in the picture of Kurt sucking the microphone before we started.
oh my god.
You almost got the whole thing in.
Stop. Yeah, no, it's just I think people I think people miss
No.
they forget about that, right? They see a viral video and they just jump to conclusions over any capacity. And I try to like relay that as much as possible. Like when you were saying like when people see, you know, you in public, how you make them feel is going to make all the difference. And I think like treating someone like with like, wow, like I didn't ever think you would give us the time. I'm like, why wouldn't I? Like, you know what I mean? What like, why not? And so I always take advantage of those moments when people, you know.
Well, I've been wrestling with the idea of doing something like Sam Sulek, you know, but like of your whole life. Because there's some times that I'm like, fuck, this shit's so hard, but I was like, I wish somebody could see this. So when somebody judges me, I can be like, oh, here's a link. I went through that too. You know what I mean? That would be so beautiful. Imagine a 24/7.
Put a timestamp.
Yeah, just like fucking going, somebody just recording you the whole time or you're recording yourself and then them seeing, yo, he really went through that shit. So when you get there, they have nothing to say, but like, damn, they're just proud of you. Because we like you said, Kurt, we see the end product, but we don't see how many times it took to get that perfection.
We don't see how many, you know, you're talking about this earlier, not on the podcast, but like how many of the hundreds of designs that you have on your iPad that haven't made the cut? How many hundreds of songs that are on the cutting room floor that
some
haven't
hot garbage.
some hot
garbage.
some videos of mine that haven't even been cut or edited because I feel like after I shot all of them, I'm like, oh, I have better ones now. But now they're just sitting in an album that am I gonna post them?
The thing about that's funny too is sometimes it's the one you expect
Yes,
the
bro, oh my
least.
God.
Like, I'm thinking
Absolutely.
I've definitely trash
least-
canned like my number
Oh,
one.
yeah,
hit before,
100%,
like,
100%, bro.
this yes, I've absolutely I've put 5+ hours of work into it. There's any content creator will relate to this.
So true.
5+ hours of work into an epically cut, beautifully shot video, hilarious joke, great caption. Nothing.
No, bro.
One video meme, 20 million views. And you're like, I'm done.
I feel
I'm
that so much.
It took
I'll-
you 15 minutes.
I'll do the best tattoo of my life. I like pour so much of my heart and soul into the design and the tattoo. And then I'll post a picture of my ass and everyone freaks out. I was like, yeah, look at him go. I'm like, why? Look at the tattoo though.
My only viral TikTok got like 7 million plays was just me like throwing Tupperware into the Tupperware drawer.
You showed me though. It was great. It was
like,
like
I'm putting away all my dishes like really organized, and then it's like the Tupperware drawer, and I'm just like fucking slamming it in, and like Tupperware is going everywhere.
So accurate.
I was like, why couldn't I have just put like my music behind this and
Right.
gotten like 8
dude,
million
yeah.
plays on it?
Right?
Well, that's why even one of my biggest videos too, it was literally, I remember being so stressed out, right? Like I didn't want to do nothing, but I was like, fuck it, let me just do it. And I woke up the next day, posted it, went to sleep, and it went fucking crazy.
You could
right?
redo that video and then putting away the dishes, you know, the forks and whatnot in silence. It's just like, and then it's your mix. It's one of your drops when you the Tupperware drawer, and it's just one of your hardest drops.
We love a good remix by Kompany.
We love a good remix.
We love a good Kompany remix.
But okay, so every time, you know, I know you have time limit, but every time in my show, I ask a question. And if you could go back in time to a younger self, maybe just starting, right? When you barely started your careers, what would you tell him that he doesn't know yet?
I would say make sure you multi-band compress the 3,000 to 5,000 hertz range a little bit. Make sure you saturate the low mids a little less. You know, just pop a limiter on the master and, you know, bring that bad boy. No,
Can you write this down?
younger me.
Okay, let's go.
Just eating a snack pack. What?
Throw a smoke bomb down after.
Just run away.
No, I'd slide myself a USB with a bunch of presets.
That'd be good.
I'd have to tell myself to buy stock in Taylor Swift.
Oh,
She's not a stock.
her songs. Oh yeah.
Bet on Taylor. Bet on Taylor to win the Super Bowl.
Put it all on Taylor. I'm dead. I don't know. That's a really hard question. What would I tell my younger self? Like I don't think I would want to say anything because I mean, it's again with these cliche ass answers. I wouldn't want anything to change.
Yes.
And I feel like we all experience our life the way we're supposed to experience it. And I'm actually glad that I didn't quote unquote find the success until I did. Because I'm an old, quote unquote, I'm an old influencer, right? Like I'm on the older end. I'm 33 in July.
Still young, bro.
I know. I'm not saying I'm old, but like comparatively to your big TikTokers, right? You've got your 20-year-old, 21, 20 to 25, right? These kids are just 15, 20 million, right?
They're making a comeback though. Fusi too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Vitali too.
I like that I found it when I did because I knew maturity and I knew myself and I was confident with who I was and I experienced, it's almost like valuing the dollar, right? You were able to appreciate the dollar. Your parents made you, do the chores and earn the dollar as opposed to like, I'm still living at home, but I have 20 million followers. You know what I mean? Like you're never, it's just from A to Z instantly. But like I went through the whole alphabet, you know what I mean? And I like that I experienced
Do the
life.
alphabet song again.
A, B, C, D.
Well, that's why
the bass drop.
That's why I feel like it's so important with people who think, you can make it from 1 to 10, it happens, right?
Yeah.
But because everybody falls, they're gonna fall to 3 and have no idea how to get back to 10. But you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on.
Yeah.
You fall to 3, you know exactly how to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I know that. Yeah, I like that I've experienced the life that I had, and if I would go back and tell my younger self something, it would just be like, don't change a thing.
Yeah,
that's it. I just say
Younger
don't
self
change a
like
thing.
6.
Just keep going and don't change a thing. And that's anyone.
size.
Yeah.
Is anyone out there?
I think I would, I have a very similar answer to Kurt. Like I'm very grateful for all of the things that I've had to go through, all the things that I didn't know that I had to learn the hard lessons. I think if anything, I wouldn't say anything. I would just give myself a big hug.
Damn.
Yeah, big smooch.
I'll kiss
Yourself. You would kiss
the
yourself.
shit out of myself. Let's be honest. I'll fuck the shit out of myself.
I like how you from the past would know too. You'd both be like,
I'm down.
like, you from the past would be like, damn, who's that?
Damn, boy.
Hey, yo.
I never thought I would meet someone that
He'd
looks
be
as
like-
good as me. Hold on, that's
Dude, past you would absolutely just be like, let me see that ass.
who'd be
though.
the Dom?
Me.
Yikes.
Oh God.
Oh fuck.
I've been growing. I've been eating my veggies.
Come here, boy.
No, but yeah, this has been an amazing conversation,
true.
guys.
No, yeah, this has been great. It's been.
This is the first time I meet you. You know, you have a really good energy, and you too, Kyle. You feel like when I see you speak, you have so much more potential than you think you have.
You're just really socially awkward. I'm just kidding. I love
Don't let him tell you that. Don't tell him.
He was talking about that. No,
This is a facade.
You think no.
I'm high right now.
This is the vibe.
This is the double.
Yeah.
No, I want.
We have Kyle at home.
I want to tease him about that because he
clone.
thinks you think you are, and you did this. You talked in front of all these
So
people today.
good.
You're sitting here doing this,
You
carrying on a
didn't feel
whole.
the perspiration.
No, everyone experiences that though. Like I'm
yeah.
even toasty, but like I think you don't give yourself enough credit of not only in speaking in public, but also like close quarters. And I don't look at it like that at all. I don't think anyone here does either. I think.
Yeah, we're just so proud of you, bro.
Yeah, super good.
Group of, yeah.
That's dope. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah, bro. And Winnie, you guys know Winnie. He's a fucking mastermind, I'm very happy for you that you got us together. That I appreciate that a lot, bro. And you especially giving me an opportunity like this, to be a part of you guys and be a part of this, that makes me so, I'm very appreciative for that.
It's the Winnie face.
But thank you, bro, for that. Thank you, Winnie.
You're so welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you,
Yeah,
man.
it was a pleasure,
Thank
man.
you
I'm
for
so
being
glad
here,
we got
man.
to do
Let's give it
this.
up. Give it up for Macon.
Just doing the mic drop with a $600 mic. Just
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
count of three.
Yeah, for real, bro. Thank you. Thank you for coming and facilitating this and like keeping, giving us the structure of a really good, fun conversation and
dope.
experience. That was tight.
Oh, bro.
I've been wanting to do a podcast with Drew for a long time.
Really?
We didn't even
talked about it.
scratch the surface on like crazy shit.
Oh shit! We need to do a threesome in another one.
Hey.
We'll invite you to.
Lips, lips.
Whoa! No, but I do want to. I feel like I really want to do individual ones. I feel like you guys have a story to
I'm
tell.
super down. I
Fuck
love
yeah.
to. The podcast format is like something I'm super comfortable
Bro,
with.
it's so beautiful, and I encourage everybody to do it. I promise you, you will find there's a art or there's a beauty in listening to somebody else. It's not all about you all the time. I've learned so much about myself just by listening and just being like, yo, I think like that too. I've been through that too. And trust me, I've had some very hard stories on this show, but just listening to that, whenever something happens to me, I'm like, it's not that bad. I've had somebody who went through real shit. This is nothing. I'll be okay. That's because I have the perception that a lot of people don't have because they're so individualistic. They're so stuck in their own mind.
This is actually really. This is might be silly. What's the name of this podcast?
It's the Macon Show.
The Make. Okay, I didn't know if it was Stop Cheating.
Oh no! Okay.
Welcome back to Stop Cheating. Today,
Hey, someone
no
get
more
my,
cutting
someone get
corners.
my ex that shirt.
For all you,
Damn. I'm gonna post that clip.
I hope all of our exes are watching this. This episode's for you.
Stop
thought they stopped
cheating
filming.
yourself.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are like, "Oh, is that because of a relationship thing?" And I'm like, "No, a lot of people are cheating on themselves. They say, "Oh, I'm gonna wake up at 6." And they wake up at fucking 10.
They wake up at 6:08.
These dirty dogs.
Dirty dogs.
You're late.
Yeah, but it's been an amazing time, man.
Thank you.
It's been beautiful. And again, thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah, bro. Let's
super
go.
fun.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Yes. My guy.
And to you guys, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with us right now. With Winnie. Make some noise. You know what I'm saying? With Kompany. Make some noise. And with Kurt. Hell yeah. Love you guys. Peace out. Yes, sir.